All right, today I got something different for you by Wansee Entertainment. It's called Believe It or Not. So there's going to be 7 short horror stories that he's going to tell us, and it's our choice whether we think it's true or it's BS, right? Let's react to it, guys. Believe It or Not. I used to watch a show when I was a kid called Ripley's Believe It or Not. All right,
the
number
early
1.
mannequin is said to have been made of pose using a real human corpse and then placed it in a plaster mold.
No.
Human flesh and blood
believe
contain
it.
the most ideal proportion of nutrients that humans need.
What?
In general, these foods taste very delicious. Animals have evolved to feel the most terrible
red
smell
meat,
of
maybe.
dead bodies, instead of the
Feel the
same
terrible
taste, in
smell?
order to prevent extinction through eating each other.
Oh, I got you. But
So
some
if you
animals
can't
do
feel
still
the
eat each
smell,
other.
You will feel that human flesh is delicious. Meanwhile,
What?
the human sense of smell has been rapidly
think
weakening
so.
over the past few hundred years due to deterioration caused by environmental pollution, disease, and a change in the way of survival competition.
Like backwards evolution? I don't
The
think
human
so,
brain
guys.
emits endorphins, one of the drug
True.
ingredients, in order to maintain control of the body when the pain reaches its limit,
Right.
and to make people forget the pain and feel pleasure.
Yeah.
It's a pretty famous story that a hanged person is smiling at the last minute. Meanwhile,
Really?
research from the University of Maryland found that many people who fainted from extreme pain often take their own lives after being rescued. There's a small cave on the
That might be
Scandinavian
true, but that
peninsula
sounds
in Europe,
weird.
and the cave runs endlessly.
Okay.
A guy went into the cave to find the end of the cave,
Okay.
but he went missing.
Right.
And 4 years later, the man is said to have been contacted in Mexico.
That might be true.
There was a strange statue called a crying Siddhagarbha Bodhisattva.
Cave all the way to Mexico, then?
Siddhagarbha Bodhisattva is a Buddha
He'd
who
have to have a
protects
lot of
hell
food
in
with him.
Buddhist terms.
I'd have to...
He usually
know
looks
more.
peaceful, but sometimes he looks like a crying or troubled face in the evening.
Oh, there's some
When it was
statues
crying,
that have been
it rained
reported
the next day.
in Christian
And when
religions
it was
like
in
that,
trouble,
too.
it snowed. On a day when nothing came down, the face of the statue was the same. So it was used to set up a schedule for the next day by watching it.
All right.
One day, the statue had a bright smile that had never been seen
That's
before.
creepy, dude.
It was August 4th, 1945, the day before the incident about the atomic bombing of Hiroshima.
No. That's horrible.
In
I don't
1998,
think so, man.
A blueprint believed to be about 400 years old was discovered from a warehouse in a private residence in the UK.
Okay.
The blueprint, titled Automatic Calendar, had the dimensions of the bizarrely shaped part and the assembly strategies. When an engineer carried out the restoration of the device on the basis of its design, a machine displaying AD and a date was completed.
All right. Like a
But
time machine?
there was an odd flaw in this device. By the time had passed the year 2050, the tooth wheels did not engage with each other, and the device suddenly stopped displaying the date.
Oh, like that's what's going to happen. That's when the end of the world's going to happen or something?
Milan in New York.
Maybe. I don't believe
always
that either.
suddenly appeared and told strange stories to customers that they had never heard of.
Okay.
When he was out of sight, the customers began to talk about that man. However, no one could remember his face and even the stories that they'd been hearing from him.
Okay. That's like an anomaly or something. Hey, you know, some of these stories were a little, but to tell you the truth, they were still interesting. Like, the idea that a cave can run all the way from where that guy was at to Mexico. Okay, that may be true, right? It's physically possible, but how much supplies would you have to go through a cave? Like, caves are hard to traverse, man. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Most of these stories I don't believe, but you never know. What do you think about them, guys? Let me know in the comments. But that's going to be it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check out Wansee Entertainment and these couple other videos that I reacted to from him. And we'll see you next time.